In this video, I'm going to be giving y'all a live walkthrough of how I pay off my Chase credit card bills through the Chase app. So of course, the first thing you're going to want to do is sign into your Chase account. Once you're inside the app, you're going to get like a broad overview of all the accounts you have open with Chase, that being your checking account, your savings accounts, or any credit card accounts that you have open with them. Now, as you can see here, I have 3 different credit cards with Chase. I'm going to be paying off each of those bills in this walkthrough for you. So starting off with my first card, the Chase Freedom Student, I'll just click on the card account. This will give me a summary of this credit card account and what purchases I've made within the billing cycle, and also when my payment is due and any kind of balances I have on them. I'm going to go ahead and click Pay Card. Now you're going to see 3 different balances that you can choose to pay off. As it comes to the minimum balance, that's basically just the lowest payment you can make on your card that will keep you in good standing with Chase, but it won't stop you from accruing interest payments. The next step up from that is a statement balance, and that's basically just any purchases that you have made within the billing cycle that will be within that statement balance. And the current balance is just the statement balance plus any purchases you made outside of the billing cycle. And the reason that you may have purchases outside of your billing cycle is because, for instance, if my billing cycle closed on March 1st, but my payment due date wasn't until March 25th, I'm going to be making payments in that 25-day period, and that's going to be reflected in my current balance and not my statement balance. The statement balance is kind of just like a snapshot of time of the billing cycle, is the way I like to think about it, and the current balance is everything in that snapshot plus what you spent to date. So for me, I personally always pay off the current balance because I pay all of my credit card bills as soon as I get paid from my employer. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. But if you didn't want to pay as much attention to your cards and your card balances, I would just set up auto pay on your statement balance, but never your minimum balance, because like I said before, if you only pay your minimum balance, you're going to be paying interest, and you definitely don't want to do that. So I'll go ahead and click on my current balance, and I'll hit next. And I'm going to be paying from my Chase college checking account, which is what you saw before. But if you had any other accounts, you could add them here, just like by adding an external account, and that could be to any different bank. It doesn't have to be Chase. You can also schedule your payment to be made on a different day if you wanted to, but personally, like I said, I just pay it off whenever I get my paycheck in, and that's going to be today. Now I'm going to go ahead and click Make Payment, and then you can just click Pay It. And now it's going to go ahead and give me a confirmation page, which is nice to see that you paid it off. And you have the option to actually pay another bill from here. But the first thing that I want to note is that you can see this little pending in the bottom right corner. That is the status. So I'm going to show you how that's reflected within your accounts. I'm going to go ahead and click Done. As you can see here, there is still a balance on my Chase Freedom Student Card, but if you were to pay close attention, my Chase College checking account actually went down by that $285 that I just paid off. And since this is pending on my account, you can see right here the payment thank you. There's going to be up to like 3 days before it's actually reflected and this balance goes to 0 on my credit card. But don't worry, that does still mean that it's paid off even if it's pending. Now let's go ahead and move to my Chase Freedom Unlimited. I'm going to do the same thing here, click Pay Card. I'm going to go to Current Balance again. Next, pay for my Chase College checking, pay today, all good, make payment, pay it. Awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Pay Another Bill feature here so you can see exactly what I was talking about. Click Pay Another Bill. And the last card I have to pay off, I already know the number for that one, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And as you can see here, I'm going to be paying my current balance before my billing cycle is actually closed, so I'm technically making an early payment on this card. One major tip as it comes to paying off your credit cards early is if you are to make a big purchase on your card that takes up a lot of your credit utilization, then you want to pay your card off early before your billing cycle closes, just like I'm doing here, and that won't be reflected on your statement balance that gets reported to the bureaus. And if you do this, that means your credit score won't go down and you'll keep a very good utilization rate. So now let's go ahead and click Current Balance, next, same information, make payment, pay it. And there you go. So now if I go back to my home screen, my Chase College checking account has actually dropped by the exact amount that each of these cards had on them. So although there are still balances on these credit cards, if you go in here, just like we did with the first card, you can see that my payment thank you is still here and it's pending. And the same thing should be true for my last credit card, which is right here. So yep, we are all good. All of my Chase cards are paid off for the month, and I technically wouldn't have to worry about this for another billing cycle. But as I mentioned previously, I actually pay my cards off as soon as I get paid from my company. And that's gonna be what I continue to do until I have a ton of cards that I can't really keep track of. And once that's the case, I'm gonna set all of my cards on auto pay for my statement balance. So I know that I don't ever miss a payment and I'm never gonna actually be accruing interest. I hope that quick walkthrough was helpful for you, and hopefully it answered some questions for you as well as it comes to how you actually pay off your credit card. And if you want to learn any more about the credit cards that I do use, I actually have a video on that you can click up here. And this is also the second video in a series that I'm creating on credit cards for beginners. So if you want to see how to actually use your credit cards wisely and how to make money with them, go ahead and click on this video here as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please click the like button and consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.